Hi guys, good evening all. Yesterday we were discussed about database. Am I right? What is database? What is database?
Collection of organized information.
What happened? Pen is not working. Second. Okay. What is database?
Collection of information.
Something went wrong. Okay, let me restart the 1 second, guys. Let me open the pen box. That will be great. So that I can able to easily explain the table. Okay, very good. So okay, database. Okay, database is nothing but collection of organized information, right? Collection of organized information. Are simple to say, collection of tables are called as databases. Collection of table. Am I right? So simple to say, database are two different types. What are those? What is the two different types? Relational database, non-relational database. Relational database means which is in the form of table format, right? Second is non-relational, which is in the form of image, audio, video, text data. Simple to say, non-relational database are called as unstructured data. Non-relational database are called as unstructured data. Am I right, Gopi? No. Okay. Now unstructured data. Now we have a database, right? Here also, let me explain about the relational data. We discussed about the relational database and everything. But let me give an example. Let me give a simple example. Let me give a simple example is that here in relational database, we have two tables, right? What are the two tables? One is about user detail. Second is about skill mapping. Now, where does the two tables are stored? Where does these two tables are stored? Where the two tables are available at? User
data.
data, right? User data consists of two tables such as user details. Second one is skill mapping. Very interesting. Listen carefully. Now I want to extract. Here we have Mahesh information, right? We have Mahesh and Santosh. I want to extract all the details about Mahesh. How do I extract? Hey, database, give me Mahesh details. Will it give us? Will it give us? Does database can able to understand our language? Does database can able to understand English language? Definitely no. There should be a programming language which can communicate with database, right? Which can communicate with database. Now, as everyone is speaking English, let's say if I start speaking in French or something like Russian, something, or an African language, will you able to understand? Definitely no. We can speak where everyone can able to understand the language. Similarly, if you want to extract the information from a database, so guys, is my voice is not clear? Can you please confirm? Not clear?
No,
Guys, can someone please confirm? Is my voice is not clear? Please, who are online, please
No,
respond.
clear.
Sorry?
Clear, sir. Clear, sir.
Tom, I would request you please log off and log in. Can you please log off and log in? Okay, Tom? Now I want to extract. So there should be a programming language where user can communicate with database. Now, as a user, I need the details of Ramu, or I need the details of Manishwari, or I need the details of the Rakesh or the Janaki, right? In order to get those details, whatever I am speaking to, whatever I am speaking, that should be understood by database. So I cannot directly speak to database, but I can able to write a code where database can able to understand. That code is called SQL. That language is called SQL. SQL is a programming language which can communicate with database. Makes sense? Which can communicate with database, right? That's what I said. SQL. What is the stand for SQL? Structured Query Language. What do you mean by structured? Structured is nothing but table format data. Structured is nothing but table format data, which is in the form of rows and columns. Which is in the form of rows and columns. Am I right? So, if you want to extract the required information from a table, we can use a query. Query means some program. Let a programming language. The programming language is called SQL. The programming language SQL. So the SQL, why use SQL? To communicate with the database, right? Already discussed this point. it is used to perform tasks such as update. What are tasks will perform? Extract the information, update, search, delete, modify, insert. Yesterday also we discussed the four basic properties of database. What are the basic properties of database, guys? Insert, update, modify means or update, both are same, right? Delete, store, search. Store are, these are some of the basic operations we are performing. What are those basic operations we are performing? So insert, update, delete, store, search. What else you can able to do? So you have a database, and the database you have multiple tables. What else you can do? If possible, you can add extra one more table to your database. That means you're storing. In given table itself, we can update the information. For example, Ramu, last year Ramu has completed 10th class. This year, 11th standard, right? Or next year, 12th. So I need to update another 2 degree, 2 years, right? Performance, right? That means I need to update. So now Rama has completed graduation, post-graduation, now he's looking for a job. Now he got a fortunate, he got a job in TCS. Now TCS would like to inquire about Ramu details. Then they will search, give me details of Ramu. Am I right? Okay. Ramu, X is a person. I cannot use Ramu here. X is a person who is no more. X is a person who is no more because of COVID is no more. COVID got enacted is no more. Do I need to keep his details? We don't need, right? So let's say X is a person whose bank account is inactive, who is not doing any transaction from last 15 years, who is not doing any transaction. There is no incoming, there is no outgoing, right? Dormant account, you can delete, right? For example, as I started one study 10 years ago, by 2045, 60% of Facebook accounts are inactive. By 2045, 60% of Facebook accounts are inactive. Why? By 2045, by 2045, 60% of Facebook accounts are inactive. Why? User unavailability, they are no more. Let's say X is a person. My grandfather opened the Facebook account in 2010, for example. Of course, my grandfather expired 50 years ago, right? Let's say opened the Facebook account 2010. He expired in 21. From last 3 years, what happened to his account? Inactive, right? That is the meaning, right? Only inactive. Delete. Those accounts, what we can do? Delete. We can able to delete. Okay. And the store, we can store the information, search all this. Am I right? Right? Statements are used to perform tasks such as update data on a database, retrieve data from a database. Update and retrieve. I need some Deepika's information, I can retrieve. I can update the information, right? We can, some of the common tools for SQL language, some of the common tools we use are Oracle, Sybase, Microsoft SQL Server, or MySQL, right? So each one having pros and cons about the SQL. So can someone read it? Can someone read history? Just to recall the names, otherwise not required. Earlier we call it as a SQL. SQL. What is the full form of SQL? Structured English. QL is a query. L means language. Due to it was introduced in 1970s, introduced by IBM. Due to some copyright issues, later on they have changed the name to SQL. SQL made our life is very easy. Otherwise, if SQL was not there, we are no more. Data is no more. Am I right? This is the fundamental language, guys. For all the fundamental languages, the SQL. But these are the two people. Can someone, Raymond Boise and Donald Chamberlain? These are the two people who are introduced the SQL. We must say thanks to them. Okay.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I don't know.
Ah.
They works in IBM. Okay. But sir, we are talking about database, right, madam? How does database looks like? In database consists of collection of table. How does table looks like? How does table looks like? Look at here an example. Someone don't know about the table also. Let me give one example. How does data stores an example in a database? So database is mean, what do you mean the database? Collection of tables. Am I right, Prashantji? Right. So here when you say collection of tables, that means how does the data stores in a table? What do you mean by table? What do you mean by table? Combination of rows and columns. Combination of rows and columns. So when I say combination of rows and columns, here I have taken some examples. What is it? First example is position, title, education requirement, function area, maximum pay, and minimum. These things like position title, education requirement, functional area, maximum pay, minimum pay. These all things are called as columns. These all things are called columns. Column is also called, some people call attributes. What do you call? Attribute. But in data science, we call it as a variable. We call it as a variable. But in generative AI, or machine learning and deep learning, it is called feature. Same thing. People speak about column. Okay, low level people, low income people, let's say low income people call it as a column. Some people who what happened? Okay, okay. Some people who studied fifth class, they call it column. Who studied 10th class, they call attribute. Who studied BTech, they call variable. Who are doing job, they call feature. Remember, right? Now, how many features we have in this? How many columns we have in a given example? 5 columns. What are those? Position title, education requirement, function area, maximum pay, and minimum pay. So now we have the information like in the position title, we have different positions here, 4 different positions. Executive assistant, recruiter, software engineer, SQL engineer. What do you mean by SQL engineer? What do you mean by SQL engineer? Huh? Tell me. Real interested. Tell me something what you said. Senior quality analyst. Senior quality analyst engineer. Or senior quality assessment engineer. Okay, you can call it again. Like these are the things. Software, these things called as rows. Are called records. What do you call? Records. So we have 4 rows. Now 5 columns. So 4 into 5. Not 20, right? Not 20. Here 4 rows, 5 columns. So 4 rows and 5 columns. Total is 20 feet, 20 data points. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 20 data points.
So including the data. Yeah.
Yes. Not including, without including. 1, 2, 3. See, without including header.
Okay.
Alright. This entire thing, 4 rows and columns are called table, right? Collection of combination of table. Other thing as a post language, in a technical language, we never call it as a table, we call it as dimensions. What do we call? Dimensions. Alright? Makes sense. But once you enter into the organization, hey, table consists of rows and columns. The experts who are already in the industry, they feel is a basic I don't know. Hey, this is not a table, it is a dimensions, which consists of features and records. They feel that he's an expert. Nothing else. Make sense? Ramu? Understood, guys? Table or object, anything. No, we cannot call it as a matrix. Okay, why SQL is important? So basic 2 operations were performed in SQL. One is update the information or retrieve the information, deleting the information. So any data you got for processing, data processing, updating, retrieving, or SQL is a tool. People are heavily using the SQL tool. 55% of the people are using SQL language. SQL language. What I do in the industry also, when I work in the data, day by day, we also work in the project. We have big data. Right? So as I'm working in the bank, every second, every minute, we are generating transaction, right? We have a data in Hadoop. We have data in Hadoop because this is a relational database which can handle small amount of data. When you're dealing with a big volume of data, SQL does not support. We use Hadoop, big data. Under the Hadoop, we have a platform called like SQL. We have a platform Hive or Impala. I will cover in the course of guys. Hive or Impala. I'm just giving an example. So let's say I want to understand. Let me give a simple business problem so that you can easily understand. Now I want to understand how many customer. Easy understand. Does everyone have account? Does everyone have accounts? Which bank have? HDFC. Let's take an example. Which bank? HDFC. Now imagine in the class we have 40 members. Everyone have account in HDFC. As we are freshers, just completed our course. Am I right? Just completed our course. Is it possible to our parents to send money every day? We are not going to use for luxuries. We use for daily needs. Am I right, madam? Am I right? But I want to understand month on month activity of a customer. Problem is month on month activity of a customer. How many customers who are inactive in the last month and active in the current month? Last month, what is the last month? March. What is current month? April. Let's imagine April is the set. Let's take an example, February and March. Who are the customers who are inactive in the month of February and active in the month of March? Now, first question coming to your mind, sir, what is the meaning of inactive and what is the meaning of active? Right? Inactive means no outgoing transactions. For example, on February 1st, you have 5,000 rupees in an account. By end of February, you got some incoming amount. Maybe your parents would have sent you. There is no outgoing, no transaction spent. That is inactive, not use the account, right? Active means there is some transaction. I want to do that, right? This is the problem. Clear about that? Now, what I will do? My data is a database. My data is a database. Let's say HDFC database. Now I am using big data, right? As the volume of data is big, right? I'm using Hive, right? In Hive only, I'm taking the transaction information, spend information, right? Incoming information, right? All the information I gather, right? This is the table. These are different tables. Now, if I load all the table into Python and start doing, this is wasting of time. It is wasting of time. What I will do, instead of reaching to the Python, in Hive itself, which is nothing but SQL. This is nothing but SQL. In SQL itself, I will combine all the tables. Let's say transaction TR, spend, or what is the last one? Incoming. I combine all the tables into one table. Let's say called master table. In the master table, unnecessary rows, I will remove here all the access. If any charts or any visualization I need to do, I need to import into Power BI, or I can use Python. I can use Python. But majority of the work combining the multiple data source, removing the unnecessary records, or gathering, calculating the percentages, everything we have done it SQL itself, right? So which means data aggregation, data summarization, collection of data from multiple sources or from multiple tables into a single table. Everything can be done in SQL itself. The entire process called data processing. Data processing. For example, Ramu, you would like to construct house. Hey, house, construct. Will it work? No. What you need to do? First, not to construct house, you need land. After that, land. After that, land means research, everything done. Then plan. Okay, your plan. Next step. Stones like bricks, sand,
Material.
cement, what else? And painting, all things, right? So step by step, everything you can done. Once your raw house is ready, then you can go for interiors. Beauty comes in the picture. Am I right? Right. So imagine your raw house is your SQL. Interior work is done by Power BI. Easy to understand? Easy to understand, guys. Imagine you want to construct a house. First you need to walls, you need to set up the footing, wall, slab, right? Steps, everything done. That is a raw house. No one likes raw house. That means no one likes SQL. The raw house construction is called data processing. But everyone say that wow, this is a nice house. When do you say? When they use the makeup. That is called visualization, Power BI. So raw house processing can be done by using a tool called SQL. So majority of us, that is the reason I give the highest percentage is 55% work can be done in SQL itself. SQL is nothing but your ABC in your lab. Platform, SQL is a platform, right? So there are two type of databases, guys. In the relational, yesterday we discussed relational database, right? In the relational database, we are discussing what relational database now. In the relational database, one of the tool we are using platform is SQL. Again, in the relational database, we have two different types. What are those? One is OLTP, second is OLAP. Now, guys, I'll give 2 minutes. Any questions? Kindly let me know. I'll give 2 minutes. Any questions? Kindly let me know, please. Any questions? Okay. Any questions? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt, guys? 1 minute. 1 more minute. Is there any questions? Kindly let me know, please.
No, sir, from my end.
Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Any questions from other? Prashantji?
Nothing.
Nothing. There are two options, two ways. You don't have a question means you did not understand anything, or you understood everything. Which one I should consider it as? Understood everything. Okay. Understood. Okay. Let's come to the point. Ramu, relational database, two types. Yesterday we discussed database. Database are two types. What are those? Relational, non-relational. Under the relational database, we are using SQL. Non-relational database, we are storing into no SQL. That is clear. Now we are focused only towards SQL. In the relational, that is SQL. SQL is relational. Now, again, relational database is two types, two models. What are those? OLTP, OLAP. OLTP is nothing but online transaction processing. OLAP is online analytical processing. I will give examples. Let me explain a simple example before I come. Let's say OLTP. Let's say OLTP. OLTP. Krishna Reddy, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Krishna, can you please send me 1,000 rupees very urgent?
Okay, sir. Send.
Huh?
Okay, sir. I will
Wait.
send.
What is it? Okay. Now I'm wait. Where? How we send the number? How we send the money? Phone Pay, Google Pay. Let's say he said I sent. Still I opened my Google GPay, Phone Pay. Money did not receive. Processing. How much time it will take? So let's say how much time it will take?
Sometimes it will take 2 days.
Sometime it will take 2 days.
Couple of seconds.
But that is not the right process, right? You are in urgent, right? See, example. We'll go in, let multiple examples we'll discuss. We have two persons who is actually doing a online transaction. Person A, person B. Am I right, sir? How much balance do you have in person A's account, sir? $6,000. Dollar. It is our dream, right? Person B account 1,500. Who is having more balance? Yeah. Now, person A will ask to person B, or person B will ask to person A. Person B will ask person A. So, Krishna is having 6,000 rupees. I am having only 1,500. Now, I ask the Krishna, hey Krishna, can you send me 2,000 rupees? Now, person A is sending 2,000 rupees to person B. Now, immediately when I have done a Google Pay, GPay or Google Pay, it should be done in fraction of seconds. By now, it should be done. Should be in your account. What? But the thing, person B account, how much should be the balance? 3,500 should be the 3,500 after successful transaction. Right. But how much should be there here? Here 4,000. Here it is 3,500. But the thing is that money deposited into person B account. How? But still person A account showing 6,000. Money deposited into person B, it is showing 3,500, sir. But in person A account, it is 6,000 showing. It is showing 6,000 rupees or dollars. Is it possible? No. That meant some technical glitch. Now let me give you some simple example. Sometimes you heard in India you might have heard about that. From ATM, you are looking for withdrawal 200 rupees or 2,000 rupees, you are getting 20 lakhs, 50,000, 20,000 extra amount. It is all happened because of glitches. Am I right, sir? Let me give one more example, Ramu. Often where do you go over the weekends? Restaurant. Okay, what else?
Movie.
How many times you went to Wonderland?
No, sir. One day also using, sir. Okay.
Where do you go often? That's what I'm asking. Often you want to go to Wonderland, right? Maybe 2 years once, right? Often where do you go? Movies. Movies, right? Movies, right, sir? How do you, so now nowadays, how many of you went to a theater and you're taking the ticket from there? Very rarely. How do you book the ticket, right? Let's say you block your ticket, money got deducted, but ticket number is not confirmed to you. It confirmed after 3 days. What will happen? What will happen?
Change it, sir.
Now, as Ramu is a rich person, every week you want to go to Dubai for refreshment, or Singapore you want to go to refreshment, or Thailand you want to go for refreshment. So you need to book the tickets, right? How do you book the flight tickets, sir? Where do you book the flight tickets? Make my trip, right? Now, let's say on Thursday night is booking the ticket. It confirmed us like Saturday morning. What will happen? His weekend got disturbed, right? Immediately need to update the ticket status, right? Imagine operator, Mr. Subit is given a same ticket for two people. What will happen? They will fight each other, right? Right. So some of the things, example. So where do we use the OLTP? Online transaction processing system which manage transaction oriented application. Manage day-to-day activities, time to time transaction. These transactions should be done immediately within fraction of seconds, not fraction of minutes, fraction of second. Some of the way, I mean, some places where do we use OLTP? Airplane ticket booking, online purchase, and ATM transactions. ATM transactions. These are some of the ways where we are using the OLTP. Now, would you like to add any other source?
Google Pay.
Hotels is nothing but Google Pay already covered, right? Google Pay, Phone Pay is covered. Anything else? Anything else?
WhatsApp.
Again, that is a transaction, right? Anything can you add? Huh? One thing which I missed it. Net banking is a transaction, right? ATM transaction. Anything comes from net banking, right? Can anyone think about one more example? Ola, Uber kind of ticket booking, right? One more is missing. Famous. Food apps. Food app. What is that? Zomato. Exactly. Food apps. Right? That is not purchase, right? Products purchase, eBay, Amazon. Buy now, pay later. That is one of the options they have. But see, you can pay later, but product need to be confirmed immediately, right? Immediately need to confirm, right? You may pay later. Cash on delivery, you can do anything. But need to confirm, product confirmation need to be done, right? Immediately. Right? Everyone clear about the OLTP? Any confusion? You are youngsters, young generation, you should give the more examples here. Next, OLTP is there. OLTP need to be done immediately. System got failure, automatically all the transaction got blocked. All the transaction got blocked. So one personal experience, not for me, one of my friend who is a trader, daily trades minimum 2 to 5 crores. 2 to 5 crores daily. He done through transaction through Zerodha. Zerodha is one of the broker for stock broker. Because of system glitch of 10 minutes, he lost 150 crores.
Basic complaint.
That don't go in detail. Don't go in detail about the story. Right? Because as system glitches, stock numbers are the amount price will update second by second, every second update, right? So in 10 minutes, all of a sudden blast came. Some big negative news about the market. What will happen? Let's say everything is good so far. Let's say market is going on. All of a sudden, WHO, World Health Organization, the name which you have heard many number of times in the last 3-4 years, they said that from next 1 hour, they are starting the pandemic. Everything got shut down. What will happen? Market will down immediately, crash. System is not, you want to sold it at 600 rupees. Now within 2-3 minutes, it came to 400. How much loss you are going to get? Write about the number. See, example. So that's the reason OLTP, which need to run even stock market, everything runs on OLTP. Make sense? Next, OLAP. Okay, OLAP. What is your dream to buy from online? Guys, what is your dream to buy? What is your dream to buy? Bhargavi, Parvati, Narmada, Nahid, Nagesh, what do you dream to buy? Which is costlier? Don't tell small one.
Car, etc.
Huh?
House,
AP.
car, etc.
From online, not from
Yes,
online. Do you buy house from online?
iPhone, sir.
iPhone. Okay.
iPhone.
Let's say
AC.
example. Sorry.
AC, sir.
AC. Okay, you're a family man, I can understand. Okay, youngster told me iPhone. What is the iPhone price, sir? What is the which version we have iPhone? 15 or
Pro Max.
16? 50. What is the iPhone Pro Max cost? Let's say 1 lakh. As Krishna just passed out from the college, does he can bear the 1 lakh? Will he able to bear 1 lakh? No. He entered the Amazon. Enter the Amazon. Search for iPhone 15. Search for iPhone 15. He checked all offers. He went to payment section. Okay, is skip it. He did not buy. One day gone. Next day again he came to Amazon website. Again he checking. Is there a drop in price? Is there a drop in price? No, skip it. Third day again he came to Amazon website. He's checking the price. But now he can see 20% discount. Last 2 days he did not find any discount. However, today he found out 20% discount. Understand the concept? Understood the concept. So what happened here? Amazon day by day tracks activity of each user where they went. First day came okay limit. Next day also he went the same page. It is a kind of duplicate activity, right? They feel that he is interested to buy, but due to some reasons he could not able to find. He reached to payment section, but is not paying, which means he is expecting some discount. Makes sense? This is OLAP online analytics. We are analyzing. So it is there is no hurry. After 3 days, they are providing the offer. Sometimes they provide after 10 days also. Based on the activity, they are responding later on. You inquired KSR, our Mahesh sir will call you after 10 days. Sir, 10 days back, you have inquired about data science course. Are you interested? Who will wait for 10 days? You don't call immediately. But here the product, he want to buy. iPhone, if you go to store or any other website like Flipkart, the price will be the same. Right? You don't want to take risk now. But data science course, if KSR is not there, you'll go to other XYZ institute, right? Right? They can grab it. This is not the same, right? See, in KSR institute, when you're looking for the course, it will work OLA, OLTP. But when you're looking some discount on a particular product, it will work OLAP. Makes sense?
No.
Go ahead, speak louder, please.
So the EMI.
EMI, you should pay the EMI, right? There is no discount on EMI.
If you use like credit card, 5% and plus credit.
That's a different story. Discount is a different story. I'm talking about referring. I'm talking about referring of a product, not the discounts actually. Make sense, guys? Now, any questions, any doubt? See here, 400. Now the sale lower price available, right? Right. Now the someone asks you the difference about this. What is the difference? Can someone volume? Handles OLTP handles large number of small transactions. OLAP handles large volume data of complex queries because we have a time. But this need to be executed. OLAP need to be executed immediately. For example, the moment I send you the money, it is not in pocket of CEO of Axis Bank or CEO of HDFC Bank. All the information stores in database only. Immediately query need to execute in fraction of seconds and result get delivered. It can handle small transactions with individual transactions. For example, let me ask you one simple example. In India, which company is having highest number of employees?
TCS, sir.
TCS. Very good. Deepak sir, I think you are in TCS, right? Anyone in TCS except
Yes, sir.
Deepak? Now, on which day you get the payment, sir? Your salary?
Salary will come on the last day every month.
Last day,
But you said
last working day. Working
last
day,
working
right?
day.
Last working day, not last day of the
Last
month,
work.
last working day. Let's say 29, 30 got Saturday, Sunday, you'll get the amount in 28 only. Right? What is the employee size of TCS? Let's say 4 lakh.
6,53, sir.
4 lakh. Does 4 lakh people get the amount get credited in the same time? Does 4 lakh people get the salary at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Same time. Everyone get exactly
No,
10.
no.
For example, 10.
Time may be different, but we get within the same day.
Same day, fine. Day, I'm asking about time. No. Because they are not doing OLTP transaction, they are using OLAP. They set up a query. Amount should be delivered on a date, not on time. Try to understand. try to under something, if you want to send the money to the people. For example, now can you give one example where OLTP works? Tell me.
Can we prioritize some situations in our manual?
We can do that. We can do that. Can you give one example like the way I given the example of TCS, right? Can you give an example for OLTP? No. If no one is ready to buy, just trying to sell. No one ready to buy. For example, you have 2000 quantities. Let's say you have ITC share, 2000 quantities. Only 1000 members are 1000 quantities people are ready. What about rest 1000? Can you give an example? Can you give an example of OLTP? Like that way I give an example of TCS, right? Supermarket, like
Shopping. Start discount on a particular product. When you use card and when you use a bank card, there is a certain amount of will be discounted. Up to 20%.
Let me give an example. Very good. Very good. Let me give an example. Now, anyhow, we are going to finish the last day, right? Last day of the course. I'll give with example. I want to deliver my intent with an example. Okay. Let's say we have still time, but let me explain with an example OLTP. As we have free classes about to done today. So you need to tomorrow onwards, if there is no free class, you need to pay the fees. Right? But what I'm going to do, I will pay, for example, we go to the data vision website. Go to the data vision website. Right? Data vision website. Let it open. Why it is not opening? Okay. Now I'm logging. So like as a user, as a student, I'm logging. Right? So Mahesh @ gmail.com. Password. I don't want to spell out the password. Okay. Now here the we are at, you can see this is how it look like forever. So here when you see explore courses, can you see the explore courses, guys? Okay. When you go to explore courses, can you see the paid sessions? In the paid session, you can see a course called Data Science with Generative AML Engineer. What is the course fees? 35,000. What actual course is? Part. When you try to pay, you can see the discount of 13%. You can see the discount of, hey, it is working. It will open. You can see buy now. See, when you buy now, our access course, because I have already access. When I see, you can see the buy now. Automatically, you'll get immediately you'll get the discount of 13%. It is one of the example for OLTP. And by the way, also remember this point, we are done with the free classes. Now understood example OLTP and my purpose also done. Okay. But the actually if the course fees 35,000. If you want to pay installments, the price would vary. Please reach out to the management, Mahesh and all, they can guide you. Okay. Now, first point is clear. Let me come to the back to the topic. Right? Now here query type, simple standardized query. So from account number to account number transaction delivered, right? Amount is available greater than available. It is a complex query. What is the response time? It will take milliseconds, but it will take OLAP take minutes, hours, day also. The volume or amount of data we're processing, which is huge volume. Source is which is a transaction. OLTP is only for transactional data, where transaction means where involvement of money is involved, where money name is involved, then only transaction comes. Without money, any transaction is there in this world? You are buying a product, you are not getting product free of cost, right? You need to pay some amount. But aggregated data, here we say the aggregate, right? So we use business operation real time, we use the OLTP to solve the problem, support decisions, insights, and everything. We will use the OLTP. Now, in interviews, sometimes people may ask a question, hey, can you summarize the difference between OLTP and OLAP? Then you must have to answer this question. Understood? Okay. Go with these points, 5 points. What is the, okay, let me ask a simple question. OLAP handles large volume or small volume? OLAP, large. OLAP response time for which one is higher? OLAP. Which one do you use in real time? OLTP, right? What is the major source for OLAP? Aggregated data. Aggregated data, right, Ramu? Language used by data analysts or data scientists, about 40% data comes from, 45% of data comes from OLTP. Okay, as we are moving, see, transaction, right? Well, 45% data is coming from, well, that means online transaction. So day by day, the volume of data will increase or decrease? Will increase. But as volume of data increases, what is the drawback with SQL is that SQL read the line by line, row by row. Imagine you have a 10,000 rows. How many rows? One table consists of 10,000 rows. Imagine, let's say one row, it will read 1 minute. It won't take generally easy to understand 1 minute. So 10,000 to read the 10,000 records, how much time it will take? 10,000 minutes. 10,000 minutes by how many days? How many hours? Almost 2-3 days. But 10,000 records were taken 2-3 days. Is it useful? Definitely no. Imagine you have a data of, I myself, I handle 45 billion records. 45 billion records. 4,500 crore records. I myself handle in real time for 45 billion records. 1 billion is nothing but 100 crores. 4,500 crore records. So to handle such huge volume of data, SQL does not support. It supports, but it will take lot of time. To overcome this kind of situations, industry is moving towards big data. For that, we use PySpark or we use Hive, Impala, and all. Makes sense. But the thing, the background of big data, or background of Hive or Impala, they use the structure of SQL only. If you use small data or big data code, anything is same. But the structure of the algorithm is uses the SQL only. Hence, SQL will never be replaced. Is it possible to study 10th standard without knowing the ABCD? Not possible. Without knowing the ABCD, is it possible to study? Not possible. So similarly, without knowing the SQL, we cannot become an expert in data science or data analyst or data engineering. Make sense? So some of the SQL database are SQL Server, PostgreSQL, MySQL, and Oracle. We are going to use in our course MySQL, which is a free license. Free. We can download from the internet. Some of the companies, such as like Bank of America, Citibank, Standard Chartered Bank, GE, Tesla, Government of USA, NASA, everyone are using the SQL, MySQL only. So some of the companies like Booking.com, BBC, Netflix, Microsoft, everyone are using the all top Fab 4 companies also using the MySQL only. Why MySQL? Free, open source. You can easily download from the internet. Highly configurable and highly secured. Configure means you can easily configure large volume of data, small volume of data. It is a purely depends on your RAM, right? Or high volume capable. It can handle large volume of the data. The MySQL can be used in Windows platform, can be used in Linux, can be used in Unix, Linux, Unix, and Windows, or iOS also, Mac also. Durability. It works for longer time, right? Reliable. Reliable means we can relay the output of the MySQL. For example, I execute the code, I'm getting some output. You are executing the same code, you are getting something else output. That is not the correct, right? We should get the same output. That is means reliable. For example, when you're speaking to two friends, let's say Prashant, the same thing Prashant told something to you, the same thing he conveyed something else. Then he is not reliable, right, Prashant? Yes or no? Not you. Generally, I give an example. Don't get feel bad. When you execute the code, it should give the same result, right? Does Umsar execute? Does Ramu execute? Does Shubhita execute? Does Koti execute? Should give the same result or same output. That is what the meaning of. That is what the meaning of reliable of the given data. Now, any questions? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt? Right? easy to, as compared to other language, easy to use. So let's discuss about how to install the MySQL. I will see these are the MySQL installer. This is the first what you need to do. Go to the MySQL. Okay, listen carefully. MySQL. Where is the downloads? Some of the customers, MySQL customers, you can see in the website. PayPal, Facebook, Netflix, Paytm, Flipkart, YouTube. Everyone, top-notch companies, everyone are using. Then why don't we learn? We can learn, right? So, MySQL. See, right? Here, you can see one more example, mysql.com. Simple MySQL download. MySQL download. You can go to the MySQL download here. Okay, or other way around, you can simply MySQL download for Windows. Download MySQL installer. See here, you can see two things. What is the latest version we have? 8.0, some 5.7. I would suggest go with the 5.7. I would suggest go with the 5.7 because I will give one project which supports only 5.7. It does not support the 8.036. Go with the 5.7. One more reason is we can execute the 8.36. If I want to execute the code through command lines, 8.036 won't work. It supports only 5.74. Try to go with the 5.7. And you can see here 32-bit MS installer, MySQL installer community 5.0. You can go with the 373, right? You can download. Sign up, no, just no thanks, just download. Right? You can ask where is the, you can install in downloads. Almost I downloaded, right? And then download. Okay, 280. Okay, let me ask a few questions in the meantime. Let me ask a few questions. Everyone need to answer. What are the some good properties of a database? Did we cover this question first point? Yes. What are the some properties of good properties of database? All the security, integrity is the data integrity, security and governance and scalability. What is the answer? All three options. Which of these is a NoSQL database, guys? MongoDB, not MongoDB, MongoDB. Okay. MariaDB is related to MySQL as it is nothing to do with MySQL. Data is stored in relational database as tables. Relational database tables are objects, both A and B. Data stored in NoSQL database as JSON. The reason why we need database is because of the following operation we made to do with the database efficiently. The reason why we need database is because of the following operations we need to do with the data efficiently.
Last one, sir. Store D.
What is the answer? Store. Efficiently store. Answer is correct. Store. All the above you can say, but store is the right answer. Relational database are schemaless, have a fixed schema. Have a fixed schema. Now you must ask, sir, what do you mean by schema? Design of the table. What is the table? Rows and columns, right? So it has fixed columns, right? Unless until you add the columns or delete the columns are fixed. So name, it will store the name in the name column only, right? Name column cannot store in the age or gender, right? Hence, we have a fixed schema. NoSQL database do not have a fixed schema. Yesterday, as we have seen the example, right? Skills, ID, skill, right? Education, we have seen that. Which of the following companies use MySQL? All the above. The property of database allowing to increase or decrease the capacity in on and demand manner is called. Think it and tell me. I'll give 2 minutes of time. What is the answer?
Sir, scalability also it is correct and flexibility also is correct. Sir. B and C.
There is no flexibility. Actually, the answer is scalability. The answer is scalable. I also told you, right? How many people want to hit the website? Yesterday given, right? Scalability. There is no option flexibility. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions?
Can we know tomorrow timing, sir?
Sir, madam, tomorrow we don't have a class as we have just finished the free classes. Next week onwards, I will take the class on weekends already also. Okay. And already I shown the right how to pay the course fees and how to join the course. I showed. Any questions, any doubts, guys? Again, we have a class on Monday. And while before coming to the Monday class, I would request all of you please download the MySQL. If any doubts, I would request all of you all of any questions, kindly drop message in the WhatsApp group. I can help you. But I would request all of you before coming to Monday's class, please install the my SQL. Right? Any questions? Any doubt?